Hi friends, income tax. Please submit your receipts by 15th of Jan or we will deduct tax. Isn't this what we hear from my accounts department every year? Today's topic is between old and versus new regime tax. For salaried people who come under the tax bracket of 5, 10, 15 and 20 lakhs. Salaried people have limited deductions available to them. Also, let's understand which regime basically would be beneficial to you in regards to paying lower income tax. So let's understand which regime should we follow. I have here Yash and Sangeeta who will help you understand. Over to Yash, Sangeeta.
Hi everybody, it's me Yash. Today we'll be talking about the old and new tax regimes, and I will be representing the bracket of 5 to 10 lakhs today. And before that, let's talk about the old tax regime. Under the old structure of taxation, the assessee can claim the deduction, exemptions, and allowances with which they can have the proper tax planning and save taxes. The existing tax structure is convoluted, and despite the high rates, there are several strategies to lower your tax obligation. The government has provided Indian taxpayers approximately 70 exemptions and deductions through the additions of sections to the Income Tax Act throughout the years, allowing them to reduce their taxable income and hence pay lesser tax. Let's move on to new tax regime. It has 6 tax slabs, each having a lower rate on income up to rupees 15 lakhs. Multiple exemptions and deductions are not available due to the varying income slabs and tax rates. There are benefits and drawbacks to the new tax regime. In two ways, the new tax scheme differs from the previous one. The number of tax slabs has expanded under the new system with reduced rates in the range of the 15 lakh bracket. In the new regime, all the exemptions and deductions that taxpayers used in the old regime will be unavailable. List of a few exemptions and deductions in old tax regime slabs which are not allowed in the new regime. List of important exemptions retained in the new tax regime. Now let us understand the differences between the old and new tax regime in the 5 and 10 lakh brackets respectively. I'll be representing the 5 and 10 lakh bracket. Under the 5 and 10 lakh brackets, we are assuming the standard deduction to be taken as 50,000, HRA to be taken as 50,000, LTA to be taken as 25,000, LIC premium and EPF to be taken as 25,000 each, health insurance to be taken as 25,000, and in section 80C, under the 5 lakh bracket, we are assuming the amount to be taken as zero because we assume that people in the 5 lakh bracket will not be able to get the entire reduction of 1,50,000. And under the 10 lakh bracket, we are assuming the full exemption is taken of 1,50,000 under section 80C. In the 5 lakh and 10 lakh bracket, the total deduction is 1,75,000 and 325. As we can see, friends, the total tax payable between in the new regime and the old regime is definitely much better in this scenario because it's a lot lower than what the amounts as tax payable are coming in the new regime.
Hello friends, this is Sangeeta here. As Yash has explained you about the difference between old and new tax regime and has also explained about 5 lakh and 10 lakh tax bracket and its tax liability. Now I will here represent you about 15 lakh and 20 lakh tax bracket and the tax liability on that. Let us understand the 15 lakh and 20 lakh tax bracket. Here we have assumed the annual income is 15 lakh and 20 lakhs. Here we are considering standard deduction of 50,000 each, HRA deduction 50,000 each, LTA deduction 25,000 each, EPF, ELSS, tax saving mutual funds, LIC, altogether we considering 25,000 each, health insurance 25,000 each, and ATC deduction 1,50,000 each. So after considering all the above mentioned deductions, the net taxable income comes 11,75,000 and 16,75,000. So, as per our old tax bracket, the net tax payable comes 1,65,000 and 3,15,000. Now let us understand this tax bracket under new tax regime. As we understand that we cannot claim any kind of deductions in new tax regime, so we have to go as per slab. So here are the calculations. Under new tax regime, the net tax payable comes under 1,87,500 and 3,37,500. So friends, we can now understand that tax payable under new tax regime is higher than the old tax regime. So it's better to go with old tax regime. So friends, hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. You can also follow us on Facebook and Insta for more such updates.
Wish
Wish you a very happy and prosperous new year. Keep smiling.
Keep growing.
Keep investing.